All right, St. Louis Park in white, Spartans in blue. Last time we played these guys was to a tie. We're going to have Wetzel centering Bremer and Basil with Cole Winkles and Gabe Hinderman at D. Puck rung back behind the net. This is Basil giving chase. Half wall. Hindy holds the line. Shot blocked. Nice job by Hinderman holding it up while St. Louis Park was trying to clear. Gabe over to Bremer, shot high. Wetzel to the near half wall. Puck loose in the slot. Bremer, good hustle. Can't quite control. St. Louis Park trying to lift it up and out. Ends up in the stands. 14:30 to go in the period. In the first, we're zeros. And we are going to have a face-off. Looks like Bremer's called for a cross-check. Spartans are going to have a PK. We are going to have Wetzel with Basil. Cole Winkles, Big Hindy. This is Basil hustling to the point. Puck dumped back down and around. Cole Winkles behind the net. Puck rings far side. Basil pressuring. Supported by Winkles. Winkles down in the corner. Hinderman battling in front of the net. This is Wetzel here to the near half wall, taking away the pass. Puck up to the point. Shot. Save made. Winkles down low. St. Louis Park loses an edge. Good battle by Cole. St. Louis Park dumps to the far half wall. Shot deflected up. This is Wetzel to the near boards. Supported by Hinderman. Wetzel battling. Puck down low. This is Gabe Hinderman back behind the net. He is going to try to glass the puck up and out. We are going to have icing, but the Spartans get a change. 13:46 to go in the first. Still zeros. A minute 14 on the penalty kill. Packer with Lasser, Toso, and Andrew Becker at D. 13:43 to go in the first. Still zeros. A minute 14 on the penalty kill. This is Toso down into the corner, backhand behind the net. Andrew Becker hustling to the near half wall. Shot deflected aside by Toso. Toso stick handling behind the net, trying to find Packer on the half wall. Packer chips it up, trying to find Lasser. Puck deflected up and into the bench. Whistle blows. 13:27 to go in the first. Still zeros. Puck drop. This is Packer with the face-off. Toso, good hustle down low. Puck ends up bouncing towards the net. Turned aside again by Toso. Packer, good hustle to the half wall. Sends that up and out. Awkward bounce, no icing. Lasser giving chase here through the through St. Louis Park zone. Lasser back down low. St. Louis Park kind of muffs the pass. D to D in their own end. About 30 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Spartans. This is Lasser pressuring through the neutral zone. Offsides. Good face-off win by Packer. Toso far side, dumps it up and out off the wall. Trying to find Lasser crashing out of the zone. St. Louis Park with it coming in with speed. Good pressure there by Andrew Becker and a great save by Liam. Puck rung up into the top corner. Good pressure by Packer. St. Louis Park shot, save made by Liam. Andrew Becker lifts that up. Can't quite clear it out from the slot. Dumps over here to the near half wall. Liam is screened. Original save made. Goal, follow-up goal goes in. Does a nice job tying up from his knees, stick handling. Battling, gets dumped, no call. This is Colton over here trying to find Onsorg. Malik gathering up here on the near half wall, bumps it out. This is Colton giving chase down into the St. Louis Park end. Colton almost had that pass. Good pressure by Erickson. St. Louis Park far side. Shot, save made, rebound, skied. Nokelby here to the near corner. Good tie-up, supported by Colton. Little Hinderman trying to find Onsorg. Puck bumps off his stick. St. Louis Park, D to D in their own end. Colton, good pressure. This is Malik trying to dance around St. Louis Park. Now Wetzel trying to dump the puck down low. Good hustle by the Spartans. This is Onsorg. Little Hindy takes it with him for a second, leaves it for Wetzel. Wetzel, good battle on the boards. Puck left behind. Malik, good pressure here on the near side. Puck dumped down far corner. Little Hinderman back behind the net. Loses an edge. Wetzel to Jack Becker. Jack does a great job finding Cole. That should be offsides and Spartans should get a change. Wetzel with Jack Becker and Wyatt. Cole Winkles and Big Hindy at D. Face off, good win. Cole finds Big Hindy far side. Big Hindy chips up to Wyatt. Puck rolls long. SLP gathers. Cole Winkles back here in his own end. Over to Hinderman. Hinderman, nice one touch up to Wyatt. Wyatt dumps the puck down low. This is Wetzel giving chase as St. Louis Park gathers up. St. Louis Park with the puck heading up ice. Coming here to the near half wall. Defended by Cole. Shot, save made. Big Hindy over to Wyatt. Wyatt one touch trying to hit Wetzel. Wetzel heading up ice far side, gains the red line, gains the blue line, puts on the brakes, is planted. Nice hustle back by the Spartans. This is Wyatt. Back to Hinderman. Hinderman back to Wyatt. Wyatt trying to find Cole crashing out. Jack Becker picks it up from the red line, dumps the puck, rolls on net. Save made. Packer with Andrew Winkles and Basil. Andrew Becker and Toso at D. This is Toso far side as St. Louis Park races up ice. They dump the puck. This is Andrew Becker here into the corner, supported by Packer. Packer trying to battle. Nice hustle by Toso. Good defense. Toso chipping it up to Andrew Winkles. Andrew Winkles trying to hit Basil, ends up on St. Louis Park's stick. St. Louis Park dumps the puck. This is Toso far corner. Toso chips up the wall. Winkles sends it over to Packer. Packer gains the red line, trying to go wide. Loses the puck, turns around. There, Winkles parks his man. Nice pass by Toso, finding Basil over here on the near side. Basil cuts to the middle. Puck is loose. Shot, save made. Andrew Becker brings that up and around. Puck is out. St. Louis Park gathers in the neutral zone. 9 minutes to go in the first. Down by 1. Nice job by Toso trying to tie up here. Good hustle back by Becker. Toso gathers up the puck. Chips it up. Out in the neutral zone, this is Packer pressuring back into the St. Louis Park end. Packer here to the near side. St. Louis Park trying to clear out. Nice job by Riley taking away the pass options. This is Toso far side. Puck dumped here to the near corner. Andrew Becker up to Lasser. Lasser back to Becker. Becker over to Bremer. Bremer back behind the net. He's got Lasser up here. Bumped off the puck. Trying to gather it back up. Puck far side. Toso holds the line. St. Louis Park coming out with it. Brady back checking. Nokelby, shot high and wide. Puck rings here to the near side. This is Lasser and Bremer. St. Louis Park sends it far. Dumps it back to their own end. Brady holds the line. Bremer dumps the puck. This is going to be icing. 7:46 to go in the first, down by 1. Spartans finish their change. We are going to have Colton with Wyatt and Malik. We've got Nokleby and Little Hinderman at D, 7:46 to go in the first. This is Nokleby back behind the net off of the faceoff, up to Wyatt. Wyatt backhand trying to find Colton, turned aside by St. Louis Park. Nokleby gathers, chips it off the wall. St. Louis Park trying to send it back in. Nokleby from the red line lifts it up and wide of the net. Malik giving chase down low. Nice hustle by Andrew Malik. Malik has Nokleby up here on the point, uses the wall well, shot, blocked. Colton trying to gather up. Off the wall again to Nokleby. Can't quite connect on the shot. Osseo coming out with it. Good hustle by Colton, gathers up the puck. Colton, far side. Great pass to Malik. Puck is dumped. Malik giving chase down low. Malik, good tie up. He's got Wyatt. Puck rings all the way up the wall. This is Cole Winkles. Tries to backhand it back down. Colton knocks it down from the slot, trying to find Wyatt. Crash in the net. Cole Winkles here on the near boards. Good hustle. Puck is dumped by St. Louis Park. Cole hustling, trying to tie up. Puck is free. St. Louis Park regroups in their own end. Nice block. That pass is blocked there by Wyatt, and then he gives chase here into the St. Louis Park defensive zone. Cross ice pass intercepted by Malik. Malik gains the red line. He's got Wetzel with him. Leaves it behind for Wetzel. Wetzel down to Wyatt. Wyatt pinned on the boards. Wetzel supporting. Puck up to the near wall to Malik. Shoves it back down. Wetzel giving chase back behind the net. St. Louis Park controls. This is Wyatt. Leaves it for Wetzel. Wetzel up to Big Hinderman from the point. Couple stick handles, shot, save made. This is Onsorg far side. Hinderman holds the line, dumps it back down, rolls over St. Louis Park stick. From their slot, they chip that up and out. Gabriel gathers at the neutral zone. Stick handle wide. Shot. That was pasted for the top corner. Pulled it right around the defenseman. Great glove save by the St. Louis Park goaltender. And the Spartans are going to finish up their change here. We're going to have Onsorg. We need a center. We're going to have Packer centering Onsorg and Jack Becker. We've got Gabe Hinderman and Cole Winkles at D. 5.5 to go in the first, down by 1. Face off. Good tie up by Riley. Shot. That was another good shot from the point. Cole had that corner pasted. Great save by the goalie. Packer with the face-off. Riley, good tie-up. St. Louis Park comes out with it. Puck up the boards. Good hustle by Packer. Chips it back down. Bumps over St. Louis Park stick. This is Hinderman. Holy slash. Hindy finds Jack Becker here on the blue line. Becker dumps the puck. Goalie plays it aside. Becker into the wall battling. St. Louis Park in their own end. Hindy holds the line. Dumps it over, trying to connect with Onsorg, can't quite hold it. St. Louis Park hits the ref, puck rings up the near side. Onsorg and Jack Becker battling. This is Packer now down in the corner. Packer does a great job making some space. Can't quite, there we go. Now we've got our power play. 4:48 to go in the first. Spartans will have a power play. Packer with Malik and Toso, Gabe Hinderman and Cole Winkles at D. Packer shot hits the post. Cole Winkles setting it up over to Hinderman here at the point. Hindy a couple stick handles. Back over to Cole. Cole to Malik. Malik to Hinderman. Hinderman wide open shot way wide of the net. This is Malik. Sends it back down to Cole. Cole finds Hindy at the point. Shot deflected and hits the net. 4:22 to go in the first, down by 1. 1:34 to go on the power play for your Spartans. Packer, Toso, and Malik. Cole Winkles and Gabe Hinderman. This is going to be icing. 4:14 to go in the first. Good face-off. This is Cole over to Hinderman. Hinderman from the blue line chips it over on the half wall to Andrew Malik. Shot is blocked. Hindy can't quite hold the line. Knocks it down. Finds Cole Winkles far side. Cole from the blue line dumps the puck. Spartans give chase. This is Malik here to the near corner. Malik leaves it back for Toso. Toso's got Packer. Packer gathers. Finds Hinderman at the point. Hinderman down to Cole Winkles. Cole's shot wide. Spartans can't quite hold the line. This is Gabe back to collect. Hinderman heading up ice from the red line. Lifts the puck up and in. And Spartans give chase. Malik up to Cole Winkles. Cole to Hinderman. Hinderman shot blocked. Cole Winkles. Nice pass over here to Packer on the blue line. Packer wide left on his backhand. Can't quite hold it. 21 seconds left on the power play. This is Nokelby in now for Cole. Nokelby, nice pass over here to Malik. Malik down low. Chips it over to Toso. Toso. Backhand up to Hinderman. Hinderman. Down to Toso. Toso. Try to give and go to Hindy. Can't quite connect. Toso. Shot from the point. Save made and held. We are now even strength. Good pressure by the Spartans on that power play. 2:42 to go in the period. Still down by 1. Colton with Basil and Andrew Winkles. Nokelby and Isaac Hinderman at D. Puck in the slot. Colton trying to gather up. Hinderman can't quite contain. This is going length of the ice on net. Nokelby gathers back behind his own net. Finds Basil here on the near half wall. Basil trying to hit Andrew Winkles. Colton, good pressure. St. Louis Park trying to gather. Colton gets a stick on it. Hinderman lifts that up, looking for Winkles, goes under his stick. Pressure over here in St. Louis Park's end by Basil. St. Louis Park looking for the home run pass. Hindy pressuring. Andrew Winkles chips it back to Hinderman, and Hinderman backhands it deep in the zone. This is Basil giving chase. Colton here on the near half wall. St. Louis Park coming up with some speed. That was offsides. Yep. Nice D by the Spartans. And that puck goes in offsides. Colton with Basil and Andrew Winkles, Andrew Becker, and Toso at D. 2 minutes to go in the first, down by 1. St. Louis Park. Nice job by Becker. Chips it up the wall, trying to find Andrew Winkles. Can't quite connect. Becker back to Toso. Toso trying to find Becker. St. Louis Park lifts it up and in. This is Colton. Colton trying to clear out, intercepted by St. Louis Park. Good battle by Basil, but Colton is going to go for interference. Spartans have a penalty kill with the last minute and a half of the period. Bremer and Wyatt with Andrew Becker and Toso. 2 minutes on the penalty kill, a minute half in the period, down by 1. This is Toso and Wyatt battling. Wyatt does a nice job trying to get his stick on it. Puck ends up in the slot. Spartans kind of converge. Who's in front of the net? Shot goes through the crease. This is Bremer here to the near wall. Puck down low. Left aside. Nice save by Liam. Toso gives chase. Wyatt trying to take away the pass. There we go. Toso lifts that up. This is going to be icing. 52 seconds to go in the period. Bremer with the face-off. Good tie-up. This is Wyatt, does a nice job. Wyatt, all the hooks, hugs, holds, and slashes. No call. Toso finds Bremer. Can't quite connect. Puck down. Good pressure by David down here in the St. Louis Park zone. Toso does a nice job taking away the stretch pass there. St. Louis Park centering pass through the crease. This is going to ring up. Not quite out. 30 seconds to go in the period. Wyatt pressuring. Switch by St. Louis Park. Shot wide of the net. Turned aside by Toso. Toso off the wall here trying to find Bremer. St. Louis Park goes right back in. Nice try there by Andrew. Good save by Liam. Lasser and Onsorg. Big Hinderman taking the face-off. Good face-off win. This is Cole Winkles supporting. Cole rings the puck up the boards. Can't quite clear out. Shot. Wide of the net. 2-1. And we are going to end the first down by 1. Be back in a minute. Hinderman taking a shift at center. We've got Gabe centering Lasser and Onsorg. We've got Cole Winkles back at D after faceoff. Gabe will drop back. Faceoff won by St. Louis Park. St. Louis Park in their own end, D to D. This is Lasser pressuring here to the near half wall. Now Onsorg. St. Louis Park with some speed coming in. Puck is left behind. Onsorg gathers it up, tries to send it up the wall. Shot deflected down and wide. This is Hinderman chipping it up. Hindy giving chase here in the near corner. Nice job by Onsorg. He's trying. Backdoor pass goes long. This is Lasser chasing. Wetzel on the ice now as we're full strength. Gabe gathers up. Going wide. Gains the red line. Sends the puck wide of the net. Bounces long. This is Wetzel into the corner. Now Onsorg. This should be icing as it rolls the length of the ice with 14 minutes to go in the first. Everyone's full strength. Wetzel with Basil and Jack Becker. Cole Winkles and Gabe Hinderman at D. Wetzel for the puck drop. Won by St. Louis Park. Back behind the net. They try to ring it up the far wall. Nice job by Cole Winkles to hold the line. Bounces over St. Louis Park stick. This is Jack Becker sending it down low. St. Louis Park trying to clear up and out. Knocked down by Basil there. St. Louis Park here to the near boards. Hinderman blocks that shot. This is Basil trying to lift it up and out, can't connect. Hinderman chips it out, battling far side. Hindy, wide left. Too many stick handles. St. Louis Park coming up with it. Nice job by Wetzel. A little bit of a hug there, not sure what that was. St. Louis Park in their own end. Wetzel pressuring up here to the point. Good stick by Basil. Almost had that. St. Louis Park shot blocked by Cole Winkles. Cole over to Basil. Jack Becker dumps the puck. Spartans giving chase. Puck over here to the near side. This is Basil. Jack Becker. Cole Winkles dumps the puck back down low. Packer far side. Spartans got part of a change in. We've got Packer out there with Basil and Jack Becker. Packer up to Little Hindy here at the point. Shot. Save made. Basil. Good tie up by Basil, supported here by Packer. Puck is loose. Hinderman holds the line. Shot. Save made. Packer down low. Puck left behind. Nice job by Nokelby holding the line. Puck is dumped. Rings here to the near side. This is Basil. Jack Becker far side. St. Louis Park kind of playing catch behind the net. Now coming out with it. Packer pressuring. Nokelby gathering up in the neutral zone. Trying to find Jack Becker. Can't connect. St. Louis Park defenseman gathers up. Packer pressuring. Puck lifted up and off the glass. St. Louis Park coming up with it. Lifts it up and over Hinderman. This is Nokelby. Nokelby over to Wyatt. Wyatt trying to find Malik. Had the pass deflected. Malik pressuring here in the St. Louis Park end. Puck far side. This is Packer giving chase. St. Louis Park regroups through the neutral zone with some speed. Good stick by Wyatt. Nokelby. This is Wyatt. He's got Malik with him. Nice pass by Wyatt. Trying to find Malik. Puck left behind. Wyatt shoves it back up to Malik. Malik battling down low. Now Wyatt. Wyatt to Hinderman. Hinderman back down to Wyatt. Wyatt shot blocked. Rebound. Not quite in. Good passing. Good puck movement by the Spartans and good pressure. We are going to finish up our change. We're going to have Packer with Wyatt and Malik. We've got Toso and Andrew Becker at D. 11:14 to go in the first. In the second. Down by 1. Packer with the faceoff back to Toso at the point. Toso was trying to find a little give and go. Couldn't connect. Packer. Couple stick handles. Andrew Becker picks up a loose puck. St. Louis Park gathering. Good pressure by Toso. St. Louis Park dishes to the side. Wide of the net, this is Malik down here in the near corner. Malik finds Wyatt. Wyatt, one touch back to Malik. Actually, that was Toso finding Malik, sorry. This is Andrew Becker. Back over to Toso. Toso off the wall, trying to find Packer. Packer, one touch, trying to find Wyatt. Wyatt dumps the puck. Malik giving chase down low. Malik does a nice job behind the net. Centering pass to Packer is in. Packer from Wyatt, 10:29 to go in the second, ties it up. Colton with Bremer and Andrew Winkles. Andrew Becker and Toso at D. 10:30 to go in the second, knotted up at 1. Puck drop. Back to Toso. Toso trying to find Andrew off the wall. Can't quite connect. St. Louis Park chips that out. This is Andrew Becker. Does a nice job dumping over here to Toso. Toso trying to find Bremer. Heading up ice. Puck rolls long. That was an awkward bounce. Andrew Winkles gathers up. Back over here to Toso. Toso back up to Bremer. Bremer trying to pass. Probably should have just taken that one. Wanted to share a little too much. This is Andrew Winkles down low. Colton up to Toso on the half wall. Back to Colton. Cross ice finds Andrew Becker. Shot wide of the net. Loose puck in the slot. This is Bremer pressuring St. Louis Park. Andrew back together. Over to Toso. Toso one touch up to Andrew Winkles. Can't quite connect. Colton was trying to gather it up. And we go in off sides. 9:30 to go in the second. Tied at 1. Wetzel with Ownsorg and Lasser. Good hustle by Lasser down low. We've got Hinderman and Cole Winkles at D. Lasser, good battle on the boards. Up, I'm sorry, that was Ownsorg. Up to Lasser, back down to Ownsorg. And St. Louis Park trying to clear out Hinderman from the point. Down to Lasser. Lasser trying to find Cole far side, intercepted by St. Louis Park. St. Louis Park heading up ice. Nice job by Cole. Puck dumped low, turned aside by Liam. Through the slot and up to the point. Puck back down low. This is Hinderman behind the net. Chips the puck over. Wetzel and Winkles. Hindy sends it back over. Centering pass. Turned aside by Ownsorg. Ownsorg does a nice job here on the near half wall. Hinderman trying to get it up and out. Puck is in the slot. There we go. Hindy settles it down from the red line. Puts a shot on net. Tried to. Deflected by the defenseman for St. Louis Park. Hindy battling in the corner. Nice job by Ownsorg to cover for his defenseman. This is Wetzel in the corner. Lasser. Puck through the crease. Ownsorg. This goes under Hinderman's stick. Over to Cole Winkles. Cole finds Lasser on his backhand. Good stick by Hindy. St. Louis Park lifts the puck up and in. Cole Winkles finds Ownsorg here on the near wall. Ownsorg catches St. Louis Park on a change. Cannot convert. This is Ownsorg pressuring. Nice stick by Packer. Slowing up the outlet pass here into the corner. Hinderman trying to find Ownsorg. Does, and Ownsorg dumps the puck. St. Louis Park in their own end. Jack Becker, good pressure. We've got Packer with Basil and Jack Becker. We've got Nokelby, Little Hindy at D. St. Louis Park trying for a home run pass, bounces over Nokelby's stick. He gathers it up, dumps it back in. St. Louis Park, D to D in their own end. 7:20 to go in the second, tied at 1. This is Packer pressuring, gets a good stick on it. Little Hindy. Wide left, puts on the brakes, loses an edge. Thankfully, St. Louis Park ices it out of their own end, and the Spartans have an offensive zone faceoff. Packer with Basil and Jack Becker. Nokelby, Little Hindy at D. Good tie-up by Packer. Bumped off the puck. This is Basil giving chase. Little Hinderman down here in the corner leaves it for Jack Becker. Puck chopped just wide of the net. This is hustle by Packer. Nokelby, shot deflected just wide by Jack Becker. That was a great shot. Great deflection. Packer, good hustle to the near boards. Good pressure. This is Jack Becker down into the corner. Puck rings. Basil far side gets a stick on it. Nokelby trying to dump it back down. Basil sends it over to Becker. Shot. Save made, and the goalie falls on it for St. Louis Park. Packer takes the face off. 6.5 to go in the second, tied at 1. Good tie up. Becker sends it towards the net, deflected long. This is Basil into the corner. Up. St. Louis Park tries to ring the boards. Basil battling, supported by Becker. Basil back to Becker. Becker's got Packer trying to center, goes through his skates. St. Louis Park coming out with a good hustle back by Basil. St. Louis Park, cross-ice pass. Hinderman plays D but can't gather up the puck. Shot, save made. This is Basil trying to find Becker. Becker finds Nokelby far side. Nokelby from the blue line. Shot, save made, but the goalie didn't know where it was. That was could very easily have slipped through 5-hole right there. 5:45 to go in the second, tied at 1. Spartans are going to get a change. We're going to have Colton with Malik and Wyatt, Toso and Andrew Becker. Colton with the face-off back to Andrew Becker. trying to put it long of the net. Colton shot, save made. Toso gets dumped trying to put the rebound in. Nice job by Malik covering for his D partner. Andrew Becker dumps the puck down low. This is Toso. Colton hustling here to the near side, and this is Wyatt. Puck loose. Toso holds the line, dumps the puck. Rings far side, this is Colton. Colton tied up, Malik supporting. Puck up to the point, Toso shot, save made. Colton with the face-off. Good tie-up from his knees, trying to dump it back to Becker. Becker battling along the boards, supported by Malik. Puck up and over all the sticks, and this is going to be icing. 5 minutes to go in the second, tied at 1. Colton with Wyatt and Malik. Andrew Becker, Toso at D. Nice pressure down there by Wyatt. Colton tried to send it up. Couldn't quite connect with Andrew Becker. And now St. Louis Park comes out with it. Nice save by Liam. Toso rings the board. Shot from the point. Save made by Liam. Spartans are going to change. We're going to have Bremer, Wetzel, Andrew Winkles, Gabe Hinderman, and Cole Winkles. 4.5 to go in the second, tied at 1. Wetzel with the face-off. This is Hinderman down into the corner, trying to come out with it. Ends up on St. Louis Park's stick in the slot. Whiff on the pass, or whiff on the shot. Rebound ends up in. Wetzel with the face-off. Good face-off by Wetzel. This is Winkles trying to connect. Cole Winkles up, trying to hit Wetzel, going through neutral zone. Can't quite. Wetzel gains the blue line, dumps the puck. This is Andrew Winkles battling down low. St. Louis Park brings the boards. Now Bremer into the corner, supported by Andrew Winkles. Wetzel with the puck, up to Hinderman. Shot, save made. Four minutes to go in the second, down by 1. Packer, Ownsorg, and Lasser. Cole Winkles, Big Hindi. Hinderman, shot. It's a good screen. This is Cole hustling after down low. Nice job by Packer over here to cover. This is Lasser in the corner. Ownsorg up the near boards. Asio finds their partner far side. Save made. Cole Winkles gathers it up, brings it up, trying to find Ownsorg. Can't connect. Swing and a miss on the pass. Packer coming out with it. Packer gains the blue line. Shot, save made, rebound. No one's there. Good pressure by Lasser. St. Louis Park coming out with it. This is Cole Winkles. Does a nice job chipping it wide. Ownsorg goes off of Lasser's stick. Was trying to find Hinderman. Hinderman, good battle down low. Cole Winkles lifts that up, not quite out. This is Lasser giving chase. Packer sends it back behind the net. Hinderman gathers. Chips it up, can't quite connect. Ownsorg battling, puck is loose. This is Lasser. Can't quite beat the icing, and the Spartans are going to change. 2:50 to go in the second, down by 1. Colton with Basil and Jack Becker, Nokelby and Isaac Hinderman at D. This is Isaac down into the corner. Good tie-up, supported by Colton. Nokelby trying to lift the puck up and out. Liam covers it up. Off the face-off, this is St. Louis Park, pushed wide of the net. Jack Becker, far side. He's got Basil. Colton through neutral. Leaves it back for Basil. Basil to Hinderman, shot. Save made, rebound rolling around. St. Louis Park coming out with it. Hindi holds the line. Battles, kind of mauled over here. Colton. Spartans are going to get a power play. Thanks to the battle on the wall. And we are going to change it up. We're going to have Colton, Choso, Malik, Gabe, and Cole Winkles. About 2 minutes to go in the period, down by 1. Off the face-off to Malik. Malik up to Cole. Cole to Hinderman. Shot, hits a post. Malik, shot, blocked. Good hustle by Colton. Nice job by Cole Winkles gathering back up. Down to Colton. Colton over here to Malik. Malik trying to find Cole in the slot. Shot, save made, rebound. It's in the net. Toso from Cole Winkles on the power play ties it up. Wyatt with Basil and Jack Becker, Cole Winkles and Gabe Hinderman at D. Good tie-up at center ice. St. Louis Park comes out with it, shoves it back to their defenseman. Here off the wall, this is Basil. Puck dumped. This is Gabe behind the net. Lifts it up and over, trying to connect with nice. Liam almost had it. He was laying on it. Wyatt with the face-off. Pushing the pile forward. This is Toso here to the near boards. Basil sends it back to Jack Becker. Jack Becker does a nice job trying to find Wyatt up on the red line. St. Louis Park passes chunked out. This is Andrew Becker. Blocks a shot with his stick. Rebound turned aside by Toso. Andrew Becker sends this the length of the ice, played aside by the goalie for St. Louis Park. Good pressure by Basil. Jack Becker far side, puck lifted up. Toso back to chip at it, leaves it for Jack Becker. Jack Becker bumped off the puck. Toso trying to lift it up and in. St. Louis Park far wall, 30 seconds to go in the period. Cross ice pass. Shot, save made by Liam, deflected up and into the netting. 24 seconds to go in the period. Down by 1. Spartans swap up their forwards. We're going to have Colton with Malik and Wyatt, Andrew Becker and Toso at D. St. Louis Park. Puck is under their stick. Good hustle by Colton and Wyatt. Dump that puck down low. This is Malik giving chase. Puck into the corner. Malik trying to tie up. Wyatt now. Over to Colton. Back to Wyatt. Colton. Wyatt. Someone take a shot. We end the second down by 1. We'll have a Zamboni break and be back. All right, here we go. Colton, Wyatt, and Malik with Andrew Becker and Toso at D. Face off. This is Toso. Chips it up. St. Louis Park trying to clear it out. Colton tying up far side. Toso swings at it. Wyatt gathers. Wyatt off the wall. St. Louis Park trying to settle the puck down. This is Toso behind the net. Puts on the brakes. Reverses course. Malik far side. Toso down low. Chips that puck up and out, and that's going to be icing. 14:27 to go in the game, down by 1. Colton with the face-off. Good tie-up. Toso into support. Toso back behind the net. Brings puck other way. Colton chips it up the boards. Finds Malik. Malik. Wide left. Offsides. Colton with the face-off. One back to Andrew Becker. Finds Toso far side. Toso one touch to Colton. Colton swing and a miss on the puck. Weird bounce off the boards. Nice D there by Toso. Backhand over here to Malik. That was offsides too.
All right, you got it, Blue. Go, boy.
Packer with Bremer, and oh my gosh, Cole Winkles just took a elbow. Looks like they got the call. Hindi back to Cole. Cole up to Packer. Bremer down low. 13:37 to go in the game, down by 1, and we're gonna have a power play. Colton, Toso. We still got too many. Too many. Malik with Toso. They got kicked out of the face-off circle. Hinderman taking the face-off now. One by St. Louis Park. Good tie-up by Toso. Puck up the wall. Over Hindy's stick. This is Cole Winkles. Cole. Over here to Toso. Toso one touch to Malik. Malik down low, trying to set up. To Gabe up here at the point.
Here you go, guys. Set it up.
Gabe over to Isaac Hinderman. Isaac finds Malik in the slot, back to Gabe. Gabe over here to Cole Winkles. Cole
Here we go, boys.
finds Malik, one touch to Hindy. Shot.
Oh, nice shot.
Save made. All right, Malik, Toso, Big Hindi, Little Hindi, Cole Winkles. 13 minutes to go in the game, down by 1. A minute and a half on the power play. Gabe up to Isaac. Isaac back to Gabe at the point. Over here to Cole Winkles. Cole finds Isaac far side. Isaac trying to find Malik in the slot. Shots blocked. Good hustle by Malik. Good tie up in the corner, supported by Toso. Toso. Oh, finds Malik in the slot. Puck rings high. This is Hinderman down into the corner, supported by Toso. Gabe
Get in front there.
up to Isaac. Isaac back to Gabe. Shot blocked, deflected wide. Toso to Hinderman. Hinderman. Shot. Save made. Toso rings the boards over here to Little Hindi. Little Hindi down to Malik. Malik Leaves it for Gabe. Gabe to Cole Winkles. Cole trying to find Isaac on the back door, couldn't quite connect. Good tie up there by Malik. Puck chipped up and over. This is going to go the length of the ice. We've got a hook. Spartans are going to have a 4-on-4 now. And then a penalty kill. Malik is taking a seat. 4-on-4, we've got Bremer, Packer, Cole Winkles, Gabe Hinderman. 4-on-4 for 13 seconds, and then we'll have a penalty kill. Packer with the face-off. This is Gabe battling back. Puck up to the point. St. Louis Park takes it out. Back in their own end, D-to-D, Bremer pressuring. We are now on, oh, good hustle by Packer. We are now on a penalty kill. Puck up the far side. Back down low for St. Louis Park for their D. St. Louis Park heads up ice. Has some speed coming with them. Centering, or shot, save made by Liam. This is shot blocked there, I think, by Little Hindi. Into the corner, Cole Winkles. Good battle. Puck rolls behind the net. Up to the point. From the slot, here on the near side. Reverses course. Good tie up by Packer. Centering pass picked off by Bremer. Trying to chip it up to Packer. Packer back to Bremer. Save made. Wetzel with Andrew Winkles. Noke will be Little Hindi at D. 57 seconds left on the penalty kill. Wetzel with the face-off. St. Louis Park down low. This is Wetzel giving chase. D-to-D in their own end. Here through the neutral zone. Puck rolls long. St. Louis Park loses an edge. Winkles trying. Nokleby gathers from the red line. Lifts the puck up and in. Wetzel chasing. Nice hustle by Andrew Winkles. Holds the line. Puck ends up in the St. Louis Park bench, and we're going to have a neutral zone face-off. Wetzel with, nope, we're going to have an offensive zone face-off. We're going to have Wetzel with Andrew Winkles, Nokleby and Little Hinderman, 10.5 to go in the game, down by 1, 36 seconds left on the penalty kill. Face-off, this is Winkles, supported by Wetzel. Puck down low, good battle by Winkles. Puck is loose. St. Louis Park coming out with it. Hindi tried to pick that pocket. Puck rolls long. Nokleby rings the boards. This is Wetzel up here to the near corner. Nice battle by Hinderman. Into the corner, trying to tie up. Hindi, 1-on-2. Spartans full strength. Puck sent the length of the ice. This is Onsorg giving chase, and that's no icing. Onsorg battling down low. This is Wetzel. Onsorg. Puck up here to the near half wall. Onsorg and Lasser, supported by Wetzel. Wetzel dumps the puck far side. We've got Wetzel, Lasser, Onsorg. Choso and Andrew Becker. Lasser trying to gather, centers to Wetzel. All tied up, puck in the slot, backhand is blocked. Follow-up save made, and the goalie falls on it. 9:11 to go in the game, down by 1. Colton with Lasser and Onsorg, Choso and Andrew Becker at D. Choso couldn't quite hit the back door for Becker. This is sent the length of the ice, and it's going to be icing with 9 minutes to go in the game. Down by 1. Colton with the face-off. Lasser down low. St. Louis Park trying to clear it up and out. Good hustle here. This is Colton back to support. Gathers it up. Turn. Tries to find Lasser. Puck is under his stick. Lasser pressuring in the neutral zone. Puck is dumped. This is Andrew Becker. Onsor gathers here at the near line. Up the wall. Chips the puck. Onsor. Good tie up by Toso. Good hustle. Puck in the neutral zone. Far side, D-to-D, 8:20 to go in the game. Cross ice pass, almost had it picked. This is Jack Becker. Colton trying to pick it up. Puck in the slot, gathered up by, nice hustle there by Toso. Toso reverses course. Finds Cole Winkle's far side shot. Deflected and in! Great shot by Cole, great deflection by Colton. Colton from Cole and Toso with 8 minutes flat to go in the game, ties it up. Packer, good battle. Packer centering Jack Becker and Basil. Cole Winkles and Big Hindi at D. St. Louis Park heading up ice. Cole Winkles does a nice job sweeping that puck long. Gathers it up down into the corner. Supported by Basil. Cole Winkles trying to chip it up. Takes it with him. Cole heading up ice. Leaves it for Jack Becker. Can't quite convert. This is Big Hindi. Hinderman, far side. Shot. Save made. This is Jack Becker. Shot blocked. Goes long. Packer behind the net. Can't quite connect. Cleared out. This is Gabe from the red line. Gathers. Tries to take it with him. Can't quite. Shot. Save made. Packer's there. Someone's got to get back to cover. Shot by Basil is blocked. Puck rings up the far side. This is lifted up and out. Should be icing. Good pressure by the Spartans. 7 minutes to go in the period, and we're going to get a change. We are going to have Wetzel with Malik and Wyatt. We've got Nokelby and Isaac Hinderman at D. 6:52 to go in the game, tied at 3. Wyatt with the faceoff. This is Malik down low. Wyatt gets dumped. Puck rings up here the near side. Wetzel, good hustle. Nokelby to Malik. This is Little Hindi over here to Nokelby. Nokelby off the boards, trying to find Wetzel, and does for a second. St. Louis Park. Pass is picked by Malik. Malik trying to go through. They're waving it off. They're calling that no goal. That's good pressure.
Keep working, you got it.
Coach is asking for an explanation. Wetzel with Malik and Wyatt. Nokelby, Little Hindi. Face off. Nokelby dumps the puck. Puck rings. This is Malik hustling far side. Trying to tie up. Puck is going to come the length of the ice. This is Nokelby. Lifts that up, not quite out. Nice job by Case. Now Wyatt trying to tie up. Nokelby bumped off the puck. Wetzel gathers. Wetzel reverses course. Off the wall, finding Wyatt. Wyatt chips it up. Hinderman picks up a loose puck. Hindi goes wide left. Dragged down.
Yeah, that's it.
No. Nice battle by Hindi. Spartans are going to have a power play. Colton, Packer, Cole Winkles, Toso, Hinderman. Face off. This is St. Louis Park down in the corner. Hindy ties on the half wall. Couple stick handles. Trying to set it up. Chips it up to Cole. Cole back down to Hindy. Hindy to Cole. Cole shot. Save made. Colton with the face-off. Down into the corner, good tie-up. Colton and Packer battling, supported by Toso. Packer up to Gabe. Gabe, shot, deflected and in. Power play goal. Not deflected. Hindy is first through the line. Gabe from the point puts us up by 1. Spartans up by 1. Colton with Andrew Winkles and Bremer. Toso, Andrew Becker at D. Good tie-up. Spartans shove the puck down in the St. Louis Park zone. This is Bremer pressuring. Puck here to the near blue line. Good stick by Colton. Bremer turns and swings trying to get it into the zone. Colton gathers it up. Shot, save made and held. Colton with the face-off. 5 minutes to go in the game, up by 1. Face-off. This is Bremer battling down low. He's got Winkles right in front of the net. Puck off the wall. Andrew Becker knocked down. Got a 2-on-1. Good hustle back by Andrew Winkles, and we are off. Or St. Louis Park is offsides. Colton with the face-off. Nice job by Colton. Gains the red line, dumps the puck, and the forwards go for a change. Colton and Andrew do. This is Bremer pressuring. Lasser gathers up the puck. Back to Packer. Packer trying to chip it up to Toso. Can't quite connect. Toso pressuring. Puck goes the length of the ice. No icing. Andrew Becker down low. Coach Hinderman telling him to glass it out. St. Louis Park in their own end, D to D. Puck far side. This is Lasser giving chase down low. So we've got Packer, Lasser, Onsor. This is Packer. We've got Toso and Andrew Becker. Lasser tying up down low, 4 minutes to go in the game. Onsor here on the near half wall. Good battle. Knotted up and down they go. Lasser supporting. St. Louis Park coming out with it. St. Louis Park can't take the puck with them. Good hustle by Packer, holds the line. Puck up the near half wall. Onsor, good battle on the wall. Packer trying to pick a puck. Toso gathers up in the neutral. Swing and a miss there by St. Louis Park, and Packer picks up a puck. Shot, save made. This is Lasser tying up. Puck rings, St. Louis Park gathers. Lasser gets a stick on it. Packer here dumps the puck down low. This is Lasser. Lasser dumped. This is going to go the length of the ice for icing, and Spartans will get to finish their change. 3 minutes to go in the game, up by 1. Wetzel with Basil and Jack Becker. Nokelby and Isaac Hinderman at D. 3 minutes to go in the game, up by 1. Wetzel with the face-off. Back to Nokelby. Get a shot. Shot. Save made. This is Basil. Puck rings far side. Good support there by Wetzel. Basil helping out. Nice job, Beckett. St. Louis Park in their own end behind their net. Wetzel pressuring. Puck is loose. Wetzel trying to gain control. St. Louis Park sends that up. Basil knocks the puck down, puts a shot on net. Nokelby sends it towards the net. Puck rings. This is Wetzel. Wetzel down low, 2.5. Hinderman holds the line. Shot. Skied. Nokelby. Shot. Stopped by the defenseman, Nokelby. That one is deflected just wide. This is Wetzel and Jack Becker down low. Puck is loose. St. Louis Park behind their own net. 2:14 to go in the game. Nokelby holds the line. Shot, save made and held. Colton, Wyatt, Malik, Cole Winkles, Gabe Hinderman, 2 minutes to go in the game, up by 1. Good face-off. Colton, back to Hinderman, couple toe drags, sends it towards Colton, shot, save made. Gotta hustle back now. Nice job by the Spartans. That puck is out. They got the offside. Empty net. Empty net for St. Louis Park. Colton with the face-off. Good win. Colton from the red line sends it just wide of the net. This is Malik giving chase down low. St. Louis Park trying to come out with it. Leaving the puck behind. This is Cole. Wyatt, shot blocked. Hinderman gathers it up, backhands it to Wyatt. Wyatt over to Malik. Malik, shot blocked and into the bench. 1:21 to go in the game, up by 1. Empty net. Spartans are going to change their D. We're going to have Colton, Wyatt, Malik, Nokelby, and Isaac Hinderman. Offensive zone face-off. St. Louis Park is trying to get their goalie back out there. 1:21 to go in the game. Colton with the face-off. Good tie-up. St. Louis Park with it. Shot. Backhand. Save made. Rebound. Colton is dumped. No, Wyatt is dumped in front of the net. Good pressure by Colton. St. Louis Park coming out with it. Good hustle back by Wyatt. Hinderman gathers it up, and we are going to have a penalty. We're going to finish the game 6-on-4. Packer, Wetzel, Little Hinderman. Little Hinderman's going to battle on the board, supported by Toso. Puck up the wall, chipped almost out by Packer. From the point, save made, rebound, covered up. 42 seconds to go in the game, up by 1. 6-on-4 penalty kill for the Spartans. We've got an empty net down here for St. Louis Park. Packer with the face-off. This is Hinderman again into the wall. Can't quite this time. Shot. Save made. Wetzel dumped. No call. That one goes up, not quite out. Puck down low. This is Hinderman chasing. Rebound. Far side. Packer lifts that up. Wetzel, good pressure here in the neutral zone. 15 seconds to go in the period. Packer far side. St. Louis Park. Good pressure here by Toso. Hinderman bumps the puck long. Toso battling. Shot, save made. And Spartans come out of St. Louis Park with the win in D3. Our next game is Saturday at 3. We travel down to New Ulm.